guys, I'm Anne, and welcome to Chronically Beautiful, where we are trying to live our best life even though we probably don't feel like it. Today we're going to be talking about an awesome gift guide for that Spoonie in your life, or for yourself, because you deserve this. If that sounds like something you want to watch, thanks for sticking around. And if you would love to keep seeing videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this one, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to ring the bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. All right, let's dive right in. Number one, you know this is on the list. It is a good water bottle. Every Spoonie needs a good water bottle. I think every human needs a good water bottle. And you know, I love my little case that's on here. This makes the whole thing awesome because it keeps it from leaking, it keeps it cold, it is amazing. Close this sucker up and off you go. This is a Camelback. I also like the Contigo, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, ones. I mean, there are so many good ones, but let's make sure that it is able to close securely so that if you are a traveling Spoonie, you won't make a mess. Water bottle. The next thing in this area, a really good travel coffee mug. Now, I don't drink coffee, but I love taking tea to go, and I often take other beverages to go that I wouldn't necessarily need this much of. So a really good travel coffee mug with a screw on top and a secure lid that, again, you could tip all over the place and it'll be fine. Might be helpful to take to doctor's appointments or just anytime you're on the road. Also, be careful when you're choosing these items for that Spoonie in your life. They might be sensitive to different materials, so you might want to make sure that you're getting a glass water bottle or a metal water bottle, a metal travel mug, or ceramic, just depending, because some people don't do plastic. So just make sure that you know what they're going to use and what they're going to love. Number two, a heating pad or a rice bag. So let's talk heating pads first. They have come so far in heating pads in the last few years. They're no longer these scratchy little things where the cover falls off and it's just a whole mess and it stays on all night and you're afraid it's going to set your bed on fire. They turn off automatically. They're big, they're soft, they're awesome. I've got one on my Christmas list this year. So that would be something, if your Spoonie doesn't already have that, definitely check it out for sure. There are a bunch of beautiful ones on Amazon. I'll try to link one below that I think is interesting. Something else that they might really enjoy, really nice cold packs or rice bags that you can get. I got mine at a craft fair, but they sell them all over the place, especially you can often find them at places like Bath & Body Works. I see them at TJ Maxx all the time in little kits. Oftentimes they're like to lay over your eyes. I like to put mine on my forehead. You can put them in the freezer so they get cold. You can put them in the microwave so they heat up. You can even make them yourselves. If you can sew at all, you just sew a little pillow, pour the rice in, fold it down, and you're ready to rock. And that would be a really great, thoughtful homemade gift. Number three. All Spoonies are cold at some point, and everybody loves a snuggly blanket. So if you can find just a really, really soft snuggly blanket, everybody loves that. There are also a couple of extra options that might be even more special for someone dealing with a few different things. So heating blankets these days also have gotten so much better. They're no longer that icky, scratchy material. They make them in throw blanket size now so that you can just have it over you on the couch. You can just have it on your side of the bed so you're not lighting your partner on fire. And they also make them really, really soft. And something else that's starting to become really popular are weighted blankets. So if you're dealing with anxiety, or you're buying a gift for someone that's dealing with anxiety or struggles when they sleep or just likes to feel that weight, weighted blankets are supposed to be wonderful for helping people sleep more soundly. I know I have one of those on my Christmas list this year too. Everybody loves comfy jammies, especially people who are in their jammies more often than others because they're dealing with chronic illness. I know I spend a lot of time in my sweats and my comfy nightgowns and things like that. When you're choosing pajamas for someone that's dealing with chronic illness, make sure you're choosing fabrics that are breathable, like cotton, things like that, and also that could potentially be layered. A big, thick, heavy fleece sweatsuit might not be the best choice for someone who's dealing with horrible night sweats.
I be so damn hot that I'm up here having dreams about me being on fire.
But you might want to get them, you know, a t-shirt and light pants that are really pretty, because oftentimes we're just like in our sweats and old Hanes t-shirt and it's like, oh, here I am again. Look at me.
Shitter was full!
Look at me. Just a really pretty set of jammies might be nice, and then get them a nice snuggly robe to go over it. That way when they're cold, they can throw that on. When they're sweating to death in the middle of the night, they can take it off. Just be careful that the materials are breathable and nothing too tight. If you're not sure of the size, get the next one up. Number 5, some type of a poncho or shawl type of thing. So I know that sounds weird, but here I am. I got this last year for Christmas from my mom, and I think this is like one of my very favorite gifts I got last year. It looks like a throw blanket, but it has these 2 holes in it right here. So you can, I'm hitting lights and such. Okay. So you just put it on over your clothes or whatever, and here you are. I think I have it on inside out right now, but it just kind of sits over your body, and it's like I am wearing a blanket, only it is clothes, so I can wear it in public, and I do, and I love it. So this, and they are selling these all over the place now. I don't know what you would officially call these, like a poncho thing, I don't know, but this one's by Cuddle Duds, and it came from Kohl's, and I love it. And it can also be used as a scarf, so you don't have to carry an extra thing if you don't want to. I don't know that I'd wear it just like this, but with your coat, with your winter coat, it makes a beautiful scarf. So love this thing, absolutely love it. Thanks, Mom. Number 6, who doesn't love a massage? Anybody dealing with chronic pain could definitely use a good therapeutic massage. I would suggest getting them a gift certificate from somewhere that is known for therapeutic massage rather than like spa-like relaxing massages. We want someone who's going to really be able to know the muscles and get in there. Usually at most chiropractic offices, they have really excellent massage therapists. I know they do at mine. Shout out to Adam. Maybe you have your own massage therapist that's amazing, but a gift certificate or even a membership at a place like that would be absolutely an amazing gift for anybody dealing with chronic pain, for anybody really that even has even a little stress, which I think is most adults. And if you don't want to get a gift certificate, you might want to get some type of a home massager, and there are so many, and I think I'm going to do a whole video on all the different neck massagers that I have used, but this is one that I would highly recommend. It is really weird looking. This was recommended to me by a physical therapist when I was in physical therapy for some really bad cervical neck pain that I've been dealing with for years. This is called a Theracane, and I got this on Amazon. I think it was about 20 bucks, and it's got all these little nooks and crannies and things, so you can take this and like really find that place in your neck that you're, or like in your shoulder, you're trying to hit it. You could go like that. You could take it this way and get this knot over here. You could use it under your leg. You can take these 2 little nubbins right here.
What's that?
That's my nubbin.
You can put them on either side of the back of your head and kind of do that. It is an awesome tool, and it comes with instructions, and I'm sure there's a bunch of videos out here on YouTube to tell you how to use it, but this is a Theracane. This is a pretty good all-in-one kind of thing. You can just, yes. Ooh. Okay, just hold on a second. My neck is, oh yes, right there in the shoulder blade. Yeah, this is a must-have. Number 7, many Spoonies are on special diets, so shopping can be kind of a challenge. Choosing gift cards from somewhere like Whole Foods Market, Trader Joe's, Better Health, places that we know are going to carry a lot of different varieties of foods that would cater to someone who is on a gluten-free diet like myself, or perhaps they are vegan or casein-free, dairy-free, grain-free. Giving them those kinds of options is an awesome gift. Most of us can't afford to do all of our regular shopping at somewhere like Whole Foods, so it might be a special treat to be able to go there and get all those special things that we never buy for ourselves. And on the topic of food, I know that I love using a grocery delivery service. So I use Instacart, because right now they're the only ones who deliver from Aldi, but I'm sure the others will start doing it soon. It's $99 for a full year membership, and that pays the service fee and the delivery fee for each delivery that you get. So paying up a year subscription for that might be an awesome gift for someone. They would still have to pay for their groceries each time, but they wouldn't have to pay the service fee or the delivery fee. I know that I paid my $99, and I think I had made that money back within like 4 or 5 deliveries. It is an amazing thing. One of my favorite chronic illness hacks is having my groceries delivered. And speaking of deliveries, just a good old-fashioned Amazon gift card would be an awesome gift, literally for everyone. But I know for me, I get so many things on Amazon that I use just to manage my illness. I always get all my neti pot stuff from there. There's all kinds of tools, that Theracane, for example. There are so many things on Amazon to help people like us that getting a gift card specifically for that, and they don't have to leave the house, awesome gift. Yes, they will love you. Another really fun delivery type of option might be getting a subscription box service for someone. So I get Ipsy and FabFitFun because I love makeup and all that kind of self-care sort of stuff, but there are so many awesome ones out there. My mom gets one called Faith Box, and each month it comes with a box of different products made by Christian companies that have amazing missions and are helping people and things like that. I mean, I haven't found a good chronic illness one. I think a couple used to exist. So if you know of one, I would love to hear about it because I think that's a great idea. But I think there were a couple and now they don't exist anymore, which is kind of a bummer. But any kind of a fun subscription box where cool, neat, interesting things are coming to the person would be really awesome, because I know when I'm dealing with my illness, the last thing I want to do is go out shopping around, and sometimes you just don't see all the cool stuff that's out there, and you don't think to buy yourself little special frivolous things. And most of us who feel sick all the time could really use a little bit more frivolity for sure. Another awesome gift would be to buy someone a subscription for an audiobook service like Audible, or to even get them a subscription to Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, one of the million different new ones that are coming out, Disney Plus, NBC, whatever. I mean, there's a bunch of them out there, and maybe they just have not thought to get that for themselves. Someone who's in bed all the time could definitely use a lot of different options for watching all those great things that are out there on TV. They could watch right on their phone, or on my next gift idea, which might be a tablet. There are a lot of wonderful tablets out there that don't cost an arm and a leg. Not everything has to be an iPad. The Amazon Kindle Fire 7 little tablets, you can get them so inexpensively, less than $100, and not only are they a great tablet, but they're also an e-reader, which is another really awesome gift idea for someone that's dealing with chronic illness. I know I love to read, but again, I'm not always getting out to go to the library. I'm not always getting out to go to the store. I have a Nook that my family got me a few years ago. But there's also, the Kindles and all types of other e-readers. They're wonderful, and there's thousands of books at your fingertips. You might get them an e-reader and then a gift card for purchasing a whole bunch of books, something like that. And finally, the gift that anyone with chronic illness would absolutely love is just your listening ear and your caring and your understanding. Most all of us just want to know that our families care and that our families are trying to understand what we're going through. They can't fully understand unless they're dealing with it too, but what the best thing in the whole world would be for most of us is someone that might say, hey, could I do your dishes for you? Hey, can I come over and help you go through those boxes in the basement? I'd love to help you move the furniture in that room you've been talking about but haven't had the energy to do. Just giving a gift of your time and your help and your love and your caring and understanding. I think anybody on the planet would love that gift, but especially those of us that are sick all the time. It's hard to ask for help every time we need it because we need it all the time. And so things just end up falling off the list and we just say, forget it. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to clean up the basement. I'm not going to go through and do these big chores because they're too much. So I think one of the best gifts that you can give any time of year is just your time. So those are some of my favorite gift ideas for you to give to that loved one that has a chronic illness or to yourself. And I just want to hit on a few things that you want to avoid giving someone who is dealing with chronic illness, and they would be too polite to tell you this probably. So I will go ahead and tell you because I'm not always polite. First of all, smells. Anything that is too heavily fragranced is probably going to be a trigger of some type to most people dealing with chronic illness. I know that it's hard for me to even walk into a Bath & Body Works without having like a full-out allergy situation. And most people that are dealing with chronic illness are also dealing with some type of allergies, and giving a gift of a heavily scented candle or a body spray or even a scented lotion might be really thoughtful and you'd think they'd like it, but they probably won't be able to use it. So you might want to hold off on that. If you know that they can tolerate a certain smell, they've asked for it, they are, really into just this one thing, then yes, of course, give them that gift. But if you're not sure, skip it. Something else you want to avoid is tight-fitting clothes and I mentioned this with the pajamas, or fabrics that aren't breathable, anything that might not be just super comfortable, because if it doesn't fit or they don't like it, it could be difficult for them to get out to the store and take it back and return it. So if you're gonna do clothes, just go with comfy jammies, something stretchy, like these sweats I have on right now. They would really appreciate that. Or just a gift card to their favorite store, and maybe you could take them shopping. Food is another tricky thing to buy for someone dealing with a chronic illness, especially if you know they have weird dietary things. Now, my family knows that I've got a few different gluten-free snacks that I absolutely love, figgies and jammies, but that I don't always treat myself to, because gluten-free food's really expensive, and if I don't need it, and I don't need $5 cookies, I'm not gonna buy it. So having those little special treats of things that I would not usually get for myself is really fun. But if you're not sure what the diet is of the person you're gifting, just avoid it altogether. Go with a gift card like we mentioned before. You just don't wanna put them in a position where they're like, oh great, chocolate covered peanuts. I'm allergic to peanuts and chocolate. Regift. And finally, this one's tricky, and it's one I'm gonna mention. I really enjoy when my husband in the past has gotten me tickets to go see plays and things like that. But for someone who is chronically ill, having a planned activity that has a date that's been paid for is sometimes really difficult. I know for me, knowing that I've got something on my agenda really far out gives me massive anxiety, because I don't know if I'm gonna feel good that day. And what if I don't? Then we're out all this money. Then I'm going to be disappointing someone if I don't go. And it's just a whole thing. And I know that seems dramatic, but it's not. It's not in the mind of someone who's sick all the time and just never knows from one day to the next if they're going to be well, if they're going to be out of the bed, if they're going to be able to go to work or manage their life. So while it might be a really awesome thought to say, hey, we're going on a cruise. I mean, wow. Or even just, hey, I got us theater tickets to go see that thing. For someone who's chronically ill, that could be something that really stresses them out, because they just don't know how they're going to feel. No matter what you give as a gift to anyone, just make sure that you give it with love and you're as thoughtful as possible. That's just rules for life. We know this. My favorite part of the holidays is giving gifts. I love watching people open gifts, and I am sure that they will love anything that you get them, and you will love anything you get for yourself because you picked it. But just have fun with it and try your best to be sensitive. It's hard to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, but try your best, and I know that you'll do great. Thank you so much for coming on this adventure with me. I am so glad you were here. I hope you have the best day ever. Keep coming back. Take care of you.